Hello, this is BBC News. I'm Victoria Derbyshire. Here are your headlines from the UK and around the world. Emmanuel Macron is re-elected as French president. He promises to unite his country after defeating the anti-immigration candidate Marine Le Pen.
My friends, we will need to be kind and respectful because our country harbours many doubts and divisions. So we will need to be strong, but nobody will be left by the wayside.
I'm David Eades in Paris. We'll have the very latest on what some are calling the victory without the glory for President Macron.
President Zelensky meets the United States top diplomat Antony Blinken. It's the first time a senior US official has visited Ukraine since the war began. In the UK, Boris Johnson has told Labour's deputy leader he regards claims made about her in a newspaper as misogynistic. The paper said some Conservative MPs had suggested she tried to distract the Prime Minister by crossing and uncrossing her legs. Victims of sexual offences in England and Wales are facing the longest waits on record for their cases to go through court. It's been 1 year since a young man died after diving into the River Thames in London to save a woman who fell in. To mark this, one of his songs will be played on BBC Radio for the first time. Hello and welcome if you're watching in the UK or around the world. Emmanuel Macron has promised to unite France and be a president for all after being re-elected as the country's leader. He beat his anti-immigration rival Marine Le Pen to become the first French president in 20 years to win a second term in office. Here's David Eades live in Paris.
Victoria, thank you very much indeed, and thanks for joining us. We're overlooking the famed Arc de Triomphe, which is really a signal of success for Emmanuel Macron, of a sort anyway. He's vowed to unite the country after his re-election. You might wonder why. Just look at the scale of his victory. 58.5% of the vote in favour of Macron, 41.5% for his far-right rival Marine Le Pen. That is quite a gulf under normal circumstances. But Macron's had to acknowledge a huge wave of disaffection after that first term in office, and it's reflected very clearly in the highest level of abstention since 1969, but also the fact that he won a lot of votes from people simply more determined to block the far right than to support his particular policies. Just want to show you a couple of the newspapers from this morning. The Libération, which is a left-leaning newspaper here, saying, "Merci qui?" Thank you to whom? Who should he be thanking for getting him back into the Elysée? Certainly not just his own supporters, that's the message. And here, yes, a big victory, but big challenges ahead. Let's get the very latest for you now from Jessica Parker.